Wow. I just cannot believe what just happened here. So if you guys just missed my little reaction, I might show a little clip of it if I have to re-edit this video and re-upload it. But I'm definitely going to re-upload this video because holy crap, was that press conference I forgot, let me take this off. Was that press conference a nightmare? Oh my gosh. I cannot believe all the they lost. They lost. They didn't talk about so many things right now. But let's talk about what just happened at the end of the conference. So, I've been patiently waiting for the Gear S2. And when they were talking about the Gear A and the Gear Orbis, oh, okay, they're going to make another circular design to fit that market, and they're going to roll with that, and they're going to release the Gear S2 later on. But yes, a commenter just said, which I was robbed. I was robbed! Are you kidding me? So you're gonna keep this old, you're just gonna go with the round vert, like, ah. Now, before you go judging me, I know a lot of people might be happy about the round design piece. That might suit them, and the OS might be better. But the thing is, folks, that's just stupid. Oh my gosh. But alright, the watch can be saved for another time. But let's talk about the S6 Edge Plus and the Note 5. And let's talk about the stuff that they didn't talk about in the entire press conference. So number one, they didn't talk about processing speed. What processors are they using? How fast is it going to be? They didn't talk about that at all. Number two, let's talk about battery life. They didn't talk about battery life whatsoever. They just talked about how they brought in a bigger battery and fast wireless charging. Now, in their defense, the future is going to be wireless charging, where literally every surface in your house is going to have wireless charging. So you can go ahead and just put your phone down and it'll charge everywhere. That is thinking ahead. That is the future. But Samsung, the future is not right now. You don't eliminate certain functions and hardware and functionality that people are used to having and just take it away. I understand that you guys want to push forward, but the thing is, it's not everywhere. It's not anywhere right now. So people are still going to want the removable back to swap out batteries and stuff, and people are going to want fast chargers. You did not talk about how fast your new phone charges with wired fast charging. You didn't talk about that. And number two, you didn't talk about your battery life at all. Is it going to consume more with the new tech, or is it going to consume less? They didn't talk about that at all. So that is definitely why that is disappointing. I cannot believe they didn't talk about that. And the thing is, the tech reviewers are going to have a field day with this phone. And number two, let's talk about the memory. They did not talk about any of the category memories. They didn't talk about pricing. They didn't talk about what sections they had. Was it going to be 16, 32, 64, 128? They didn't talk about pricing at all whatsoever. And the thing is, no removable back, no SD card slot, folks. So all they're talking about, oh yeah, by the way, all they're talking about live streaming, 4K video, recording and everything, you're going to be limited to the onboard memory. So you're not going to, oh my god, I cannot believe this. So you're mean to tell me I have to buy the phone that is $300-400 more expensive to get the bigger memory to handle all the stuff I want to do. I can't simply buy the 32 gig version, buy a 128 gig SD card. This is just so stupid. I cannot believe they did. So they removed that function. And the thing is, so when you go ahead and talk about increased mobile data usage, increased recording, increased camera capabilities and stuff, you need more memory. Obviously, they don't give a damn. So, wow. So they just lost, I'm going to tell you right now, they just lost a handful of customers, including myself, and I'll get onto that later on. Oh my gosh, and yeah, and RAM. They with the S6. Put it this way: with the S6 announcement earlier this year, they at least talked about the improved performance, what processors they were using. They talked about all that, but damn, they did not talk about any of that at all. That is just. And number two, guys, it looks like they gave up on the Gear VR. They didn't talk about the Gear VR whatsoever because we were waiting. And the thing is, that leads into the next thing about Screen resolution. They didn't talk about screen resolution at all. Is it a 2K screen? Is it a 4K screen? I'm gonna have to personally wait for the actual specs to be released online, but it looks like they don't care anymore. It's like if they were gonna pursue the Gear VR, they would have brought out a 4K screen, but it looks like they just gave up. And that is very unfortunate, because you know what's going to happen now? Apple's going to jump in, and then Apple's going to be the one saying, oh, we're the innovators of virtual reality, and they're going to take over. So, seriously, what the freak? Oh my gosh. So they didn't talk about that. Very disappointing on that aspect. Oh yeah, let's talk about some of the gimmicks. Keyboard? Okay, that might be nice for some people, but... okay, it's a nice little gimmick. I'll give him that. But let's also talk about the whole S6 Edge Plus and Note 5 being separate. Why was that? Why the hell would you do that? Because you just isolated a part of the market. So many people were willing to look the other way if you removed the removable back in SD card. So many people were willing to look the other way if you just released a Note 5 Edge. But yet you release the S6 Edge Plus and it doesn't have any of the functionality as the Note. Seriously, what the hell? What the hell were the people over there thinking? Oh my gosh, like I can go on and on. This is a raw reaction rant, folks. So if you hate it, whatever. This is just ridiculous. I cannot believe that. Like, and essentially what the Note 5 is, it's a reverse S6 Edge, because they just curved the back screen so it'd be comfortable in the hand. That's fine. I would have preferred if they gone both ways with the Note, but you know, me personally, if I were to buy any of the two, I would buy the S6 Edge Plus if it came with the Note functionality and the pen. But unfortunately, they didn't add any of that. Like, this is just ridiculous. So let me just go over again. So they barely went over the RAM, processing, memory, screen resolution. They completely glanced over. They gave up on Gear VR. They didn't talk about battery life. Oh my gosh! Like, I just cannot. The designs too, they're not original. They're just following their S6 design. Like, what's going on, Samsung? Like, your Note devices always distinctly look different from your flagship phones. Not the same. You're becoming Apple. No, I don't need another Apple in my life. I might now. You just literally pushed me away, and now the only companies I have to look towards for innovative designs, slightly at all, is LG and Motorola. Like, what the hell? Oh my gosh. Man. All right. Well, let's take a. Yeah. I mean, well, comment just said they're pretty much just because. The Note 5 is pretty much just, the specs are going to be similar to the S6. No, the Note devices are supposed to be stronger than the flagship devices. That's how the release cycle worked. Wow. That is just so stupid. They just lost a lot of sales, in my opinion. This is such an underwhelming press event. Let's talk about some good stuff, apparently. SideSync, which is a nice little app, by the way. It really is, because you can actually access your phone through your computer and click and drag files, and that makes it a lot easier. So you don't have to you don't always have to personally you don't have to wire connect your phones and everything. And the fact that they allow Mac users to do the same, that's a nice little jab at them. But the thing is, that's not a make or break sell. That's such a minute thing. Samsung Pay. It's a little late, guys. Like, I thought you guys were going to release this months ago. You got rid of the Samsung Wallet app, which is where I kept all my gift cards and all my membership cards, and you got rid of it in June to tell me that I can't have it for 3 months. That is stupid. You should have waited until the September month to get rid of Samsung Wallet and then introduce Samsung Pay. Yet you give me 3 months without the functionality that you teased me with. I have to use a third party I have to use my Gear S with. That's just stupid. I mean, the one advantage of Samsung Pay, folks, you have to understand, it is universal pay, which is better than anything that Visa Pay has, Google Wallet, or Apple Pay has. They actually have a better mobile payment system. That's the one thing you gotta give them. It's because it is true. You can't just give someone new tech and expect everyone to adopt it. You gotta give them the all-around approach. So I do understand that. And the thing is, so for just like Apple Pay and Google Wallet, you can go and tap it on the compatible devices. But on the top of that, you can go ahead and swipe. You can select your phone, and you can swipe your phone along a credit card reader, just any credit card readers that exist today. So that's universally accepted. Because what it does is there's a chip inside the phone that talks with the magnetic reader on the credit card devices, and that's how it makes it work. So I'm calming myself down here. That is actually one. That's probably the one redeeming factor of this press conference. Oh my gosh, they didn't even talk about the camera quality. They didn't even. I mean, I'm going back. I'm sorry if this rant's like misguided right now, but they completely brushed over even the camera specs. They talked about, okay, we improved it by what? Did you improve clarity, how much light it can absorb, whatever, the megapixels? I don't know. They didn't talk about anything. They didn't talk about any specs of the phone today. And I can tell you this right now, when Apple does their presentation, they're going to literally talk about everything that Samsung didn't. I won't be surprised if Apple goes ahead and announces their new watch and a virtual reality unit this year. This is so disappointing. I'm sorry, Samsung, you completely botched this presentation. And oh, by the way, your presentation, you need some new presenters. I understand that you want to have the president of your company, like Tim Cook does for Apple, come on out and talk and everything. But when you can't speak the language you're presenting in very fluently, and I'm Korean, folks, so I'm not being racist at all. When you can't speak the language that you're presenting in very well, you can't really make it exciting. You know, even the lady that spoke, nothing against her, she wasn't even on cue. Like, if you saw the video, she wasn't matched up. Like, it's just you had such a poor freaking marketing team. I can't wait to make my Dear Samsung video, because now I have more fuel to add to the fire to you guys, because they have no personality anymore. I think that's the best way to sum up the presentation. There was no personality, Samsung. Oh my gosh. So I'll put it this way. Let's just sum up this presentation right now. I've been a Note user since the Note 1. So Note 1, 2, 3, 4, I've had them all. I've had the Gear 1. So the Gear 1, Gear 2, Gear Fit, and the Samsung Galaxy S2. The Gear S2. I've had them all. They may have just lost a customer. So, for those of you expecting to see a Note 5 review from me, I'll put it this way. Right now, I am strapped for cash in general, because I just opened up my business. I am not going to go out of my way to get this phone. If Samsung, if you want to send me a phone, which I don't think this video message will ever reach you, you might actually just ban this video for all I care. They may, like, I won't be using it. This is so disappointing. I cannot. This is so disappointing. They just lost me as a customer, bar none. Period. Done. Wow. I'm sorry, guys. Like there's just so many things going through my mind with this press conference right now. Very, very poor execution. Very poor presentation. Wow. They just. What the hell are you guys thinking? Wow. Okay. But like, sorry, there's so many things I want to say, but I'm going to end up repeating myself, but that is my opinion, guys, right now. But I would like to hear your guys' opinion. Will any of you actually be pre-ordering it and getting it for yourself? Are any of you actually excited about this phone? I'd like to hear your comments down below, in your feedback, really, depending on which version of the video you're watching of this. I might have to re-edit this, actually. I would really love to hear your guys' opinion, because this is stupid. And the thing is, don't worry, I'll make a video on their new Gear S2, because no, Samsung. But yes, folks, yeah. Very, very, very disappointing press conference. Very half-assed. I'm sorry. Sorry for my language, but very half-assed presentation. Very underwhelming. No effort whatsoever. They've become Apple. They become a baby brother to Apple. Good job, Samsung. You've just lost another customer. Thank you. All right. Well, once again, leave a comment down below. Please go ahead and leave a thumbs up if you agreed with me. If you're gonna leave a thumbs down, please leave a thumbs out for the fact that you just don't like me. All right, fine. I'll take it. I don't care anymore about you trollers out there. I really can give a damn. This is just bad. Wow. I'm sorry if I'm being very aggressive right now, guys. This is just my. I am just so fired up because of this presentation. All right. Well, once again, please leave a comment down below. Leave a thumbs up, thumbs down. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more future videos like this, because you're actually be seeing a newfound video content on my channel coming up after I open up my store. So there's that. So thanks for watching, guys. If you guys joined in during the live stream, thank you very much for popping in. And I'll see you guys in my Dear Company videos, my Dear Company rants, essentially. So take care, guys. Thanks for stopping by.